Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to give you my top 10 best 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray discs from Universal. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365. Okay, in this video, I will be continuing my series of the best 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray discs from a particular studio. This time, I will be focusing on Universal. Now, I am a big fan of Universal movies. I think they have some of the best titles out there. Their library is just impressive, and they've always been a really great supporter of physical formats, and 4K is no exception. They also do a great job with their audio mixes, with support for both Dolby Atmos and DTS:X, depending on the film. And their overall presentations, I feel, are in the upper tier of 4K supporters. They are really impressive overall, and I'm very happy to be going into this particular list. Before we begin, just a couple of quick notes. As always, this will be my particular top 10 list. Yours will be very different, of course, but I do encourage you to put it in the comment section below, your top 10 Universal 4K discs. And also, this is not a judgment on the movies themselves. This is going purely based off the picture and audio aspects of the discs, so just keep that in mind going forward. All right, let's not waste any time. Let's dive right into my number 10. Universal's only entry into the Marvel Cinematic Universe is my number 10, and that is The Incredible Hulk. We all know that the MCU provided by Disney are not what we would call reference quality, but here the Universal entry I feel is top notch. Picture is very well done here. The HDR grading looks very good. It adds a lot of depth to color and black levels, but the real winner here is that DTS:X audio mix. This thing is phenomenal. Those action scenes involving the Hulk are just really well done, and that scene with the Hulk versus Abomination, which is like 20 or something minutes, will rock your home theater like pretty much no other entry into the MCU. Universal did a wonderful job with the 4K edition. I wish they had the rights to the other movies in the MCU, but for now, that is my number 10 entry. At number 9, that is going to go to Lone Survivor. It would be very hard to not put any kind of military action film on a top 10 list, and Universal did a really wonderful job here with their disc. This looks great. You take the earthy mountain tones and add the benefit of HDR, it makes it a lot more rich, and I wouldn't say exactly vibrant or in your face, but it looks really good here on 4K. But that, once again, the DTS:X is the real star of the show. Bullets are whizzing by your head, battle sequences really come to life, and it puts you right into the movie, and it's really one of those movies that you want to demo to your friends. This is a great presentation from Universal. The 4K disc looks and sounds fantastic. At number 8, that will go to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Unfortunately, the earlier films in the Jurassic Park franchise desperately need a remastering. Maybe one day Universal will make that happen. But their latest entry, Fallen Kingdom, looks and sounds fantastic. Dolby Vision here is very well done. Black levels are very deep, and there's a lot of them throughout the films. And the island sequence with the lava, it's very rich, and just the overall look is fantastic. And not to be outdone, that DTS:X, those dinosaurs are going to just really rock your seats. The growls, the roars, and action sequences really come to life and put you right into the middle of the film. This 4K entry is worthy of my number 8, and it's a definite good looking and sounding disc. At number 7 is Battleship. If there are any movies that are going to demo your home theater, this one will definitely serve up that purpose. There's a lot going on here visually. The HDR grading does a wonderful job adding depth, and that DTS:X, it is immersive. Those cannon fire shots from the battleships to the alien attacks, they're flying right over your head, putting you right in the middle of the action, and that DTS:X is really a solid offering. This movie has a lot to enjoy as far as picture and audio goes, and you should definitely check it out for yourself. At number 6, that will go to Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw. I'll be honest with you, I thought about cheating a little bit and putting the entire Fast and Furious franchise on this list, but if I really boil down to what makes the best audio and picture quality, I think the spin-off, Hobbs and Shaw, really takes the cake. This one looks and sounds fantastic. The Dolby Vision grading brings out those locations very well, and there's a lot to enjoy when it comes to the color. And that Atmos track, it's immersive, it's action heavy, punches land with a roarous thump, and it's a really great, very nice experience. Hobbs and Shaw is a fantastic 4K disc, and Universal did a great job with the transfer. At number 5, that will go to The Invisible Man. I have to say, I was very surprised with how much the Dolby Vision grading and the Atmos track just gave you a fantastic experience. This movie looks great. Black levels are just solid, and the colors are well presented. And that Atmos track, it has no business being as good as it is. It's very, very just energetic and thunderous. And it adds a whole lot of dimension to your home theater. This one is a demo-worthy disc, no doubt about it. And definitely check out the 4K edition of The Invisible Man. At number 4, that will go to Lucy, starring Scarlett Johansson. Lucy is one of the older 4K discs on the format, and it's still a visual and audio experience, which is reference quality. This movie pops with HDR. Colors just are vibrant and in your face, and the native 4K resolution is a welcome addition. That Atmos track, action sequences really are going to be very room-filling, and it pulls you right into the film. It's demo-worthy. This disc is absolutely in that category, and if you're a fan of the film, please do yourself a favor, pick up the 4K disc of Lucy. At number 3, that will go to Pacific Rim Uprising. This movie is all about the giant robot versus kaiju fighting, and the 4K presentation really does a wonderful job in both video and audio aspects. The picture will melt your eyeballs. The colors for the Dolby Vision look fantastic, and the Atmos track, you're gonna feel that rumble in your seats, no doubt about it. It's immersive, it's action heavy, and you're definitely gonna get a home theater workout. The movie itself is a really great presentation on 4K, and if you're a fan, you are getting the best here on the disc. At number 2, that will go to the Peter Jackson produced Mortal Engines. Visually and audio-wise, this one's a stunner. The native 4K resolution and Dolby Vision grading are just something to really witness for yourself. Their colors are magnificent. And that audio experience, those action sequences are going to be very room-filling. It's going to pull you right into the film. And honestly, this is reference quality. This is a movie I show off to my friends of what a 4K capable setup can really do for your home theater experience. The movie itself may not be for everybody, but I love the presentation here on 4K, and it's a great job from Universal. Before I get to my number 1, just a couple of quick honorable mentions. I really wanted to touch on a few catalog titles from Universal that were really strong in 4K, so let's dive into these. The first one, Backdraft. This Ron Howard film on 4K is phenomenal. The audio experience here when firefighters are trapped in a building and the flames are surrounding you, it feels like you're there. It's great, great audio, but the picture also is just very nice reference quality. And the Back to the Future trilogy, recently released last year, this trilogy is a welcome addition to the 4K format. That new Dolby Atmos track, I think, just opens things up considerably, and the grading here looks fantastic. The films have never looked better. And finally, Spartacus. I Am Spartacus. This is a fantastic Universal classic movie and just looks fantastic on 4K. The DTSX is also really well done. While it's not as immersive as today's audio tracks, it's just a great presentation audio-wise, and the picture just is stunning. This movie looks fantastic on 4K, and Universal did a great job with all these entries. And for my number 1 best 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray disc from Universal, that will go to 1917. The Sam Mendes directed film is a visual and audio masterpiece. The picture quality with Dolby Vision looks fantastic, whether it's the war-torn landscape at the beginning of the film to when the soldiers are in the greener areas that give you the nice lushness in the grass. And those black levels in the nighttime scene are just deep and phenomenal looking. This movie has a visual presentation like no other, and that Atmos, once again, a war film takes center stage and pulls you right into the movie. Action sequences and even the quieter moments are very well rendered. This movie is a top-notch presentation from Universal, and that is why it is my number one. So that is my top 10 best 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray discs from Universal. If you're interested in picking up any of these titles, I will leave an Amazon link in the comments section. If you use it, it really helps out the channel. I will also leave a playlist for my other videos in this series for you to enjoy. But now it's your turn. Let me know in the comments section, what would you put on your top 10 best 4K disc from Universal? In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.